your finest red clothes, the Ronald McDonald House of South Dakota is here to tell us about their 15th annual Kilts for Kids Gala.
Is it crepe or crepe? Ponder no more, because we're telling you how to pronounce the name of this culinary creation correctly while whipping up our own versions of the French staple.
And we're hearing about another nominated burger in this year's KELOLAND Beef Burger Showdown from Baker's Bakery and Cafe in Custer.
And that's only the beginning. We're just getting started.
Hello and happy Wednesday. Welcome to KELOLAND Living. We're so glad you're joining us for the next hour. I'm Ashley Thompson.
And I'm Mitchell Olson. We've got a show that will brighten your day.
So coming up, don't touch that remote. We'll be back in a living minute.
Grab a coffee, stretch those legs, and stick with us. We'll be right back.
This KELOLAND Living segment is sponsored by Vance Thompson Vision and KELOLAND Aesthetics and Surgery, working together to provide patients with a comprehensive approach to vision, aesthetics, and overall confidence.
While KELOLAND Aesthetics and Surgery and Vance Thompson Vision now serve patients from separate locations, they're still part of the same organization and share a common mission to help people look, feel, and live their best.
Today, we're learning more about the services available through both organizations and how their teams are helping patients boost confidence, enhance wellness, and achieve their personal goals through customized care.
Dr. John Berdahl is here representing Vance Thompson Vision, and Chelsea Allers is a nurse practitioner with KELOLAND Aesthetics. They're here to explain why the synergy of both clinics is a natural extension of their mission.
If you've ever wondered what options are available to help you look and feel your best, this is a conversation you won't want to miss. Yeah. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So nice to have you here because we are often in your beautiful spaces, both of them, and you just exude this quality of care. You know in both of these locations, in both of these spaces, that the patient is your #1 priority. And it's just really amazing to feel that way. So tell us a little bit, Dr. Berdahl, about some of the specialized eye options that you have.
Yeah, so, we're focused on helping people see their best. Mm-hmm. And, one of the things that Vance taught me early on is that in any marketplace, there's always room for the best. And that's what we aspire to be. And if we don't hit the mark, we try to make it right. But whether it's refractive surgery, what we think of as LASIK, PRK, implantable contact lenses, simply to eliminate the need or reduce the need for glasses, cataract surgery to restore sight and decrease your dependence on glasses, or managing real diseases, cornea disease, doing cornea transplants, glaucoma surgery. We really try to put the needs of the patient first and do the right thing and take care of them.
How do you determine which option is right for someone?
Well, a couple of things. One, what's going on with your eye? What diseases do you have or not have? And then number 2 is, what are your goals? And then number 3, can we accomplish those goals with your eye? So if you came in and said, hey, I'm losing my near vision, we would talk about the options to make it so you can see up close. If you say, hey, these really cool, fashionable glasses I wear are getting a little tough on my nose bridge, we'd talk about LASIK or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, when it comes to looking and feeling your best, it's not all about your vision, and at KELOLAND you have a lot of ways that you can help people look and feel their best. So let's talk a little bit about how that mission of Vance Thompson Vision carries through to KELOLAND and helping people with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of my patients, an area that tends to bother them or that they notice more is their eyes. And we can do different things to just kind of refresh, rejuvenate, but it's also great when we have other options or teammates that we work with when they can help with, surgical options too. Or I see a lot of people after surgery, that's when they really start to be able to notice things. And if that's something that they have a concern, we can talk through options that are, no downtime or downtime.
What are some of the treatments that your happiest patients seem to choose?
Well, I think one of the easiest things that we can do is a neuromodulator like Botox or Dysport or Daxxify. But we also do a lot of different lasers too that really help to kind of tighten and refresh the eyes too. But I would say probably Botox or a Botox-like product.
So a couple of the synergies, if on the VTV side we're trying to make people see good, and on the KELOLAND side she's trying to make people look good. Mm-hmm. I think that you can imagine how visual it is, all of the things that we do. But the other thing is, this part of our world is important. Mm-hmm. It's how we experience our world, how the information comes in, but it's also how people identify us. your iPhone can identify you just from this if you're wearing a mask. And it's one of the most highly variable and highly identifiable things. It kind of makes us who we are and how people recognize us.
And another thing is, I think that the level of expertise and knowledge you have, I just was yesterday talking to Dr. Heenum, who does the blepharoplasty, right? And so you have all of the things that you need cosmetically, surgically, and things that are as easy as products.
One of the most common complaints that I get after cataract surgery is, I didn't realize how many wrinkles I had. And so then we send them over to Chelsea, and like I said, they see better and they look better.
I love that.
And I feel like I also get those same, patients are coming in and they didn't really realize how much they were maybe hiding behind their glasses, or now how much better they can see those little things, and they bother them. So we go through many options.
Yeah. I mean, you make a good point. Your eyes are what you see, and everything is very important to you. So when, tell me about the process of going through some kind of a correction. Do you go to you, and how does that process work? Explain it to me.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things. I think that one way to think about it is, do I have a disease, or am I trying to reduce my need on glasses? Sometimes those overlap. If you're saying, hey, I'd rather not have to wear glasses so much, come in for a free consult and we'll make sure that you understand the options, determine if you're a good candidate or not, and we'll talk about that together. If you have a disease, I've got a cataract, I've got glaucoma, and you call up, make an appointment, say, hey, I heard that I got glaucoma, I want you to take a look. And it's as simple as that. We work with referring optometrists in the community, and a lot of times they're already identifying those things and sending them in when you need our level of care. But if you're worried about it, let us know, and we want to help make that worry go away.
Now, one thing that Vance Thompson Vision is known for is being on the forefront of research. I mean, I know you're working on a project with NASA even right now. It's so cool. And you said to me the last time we talked what it feels like to work within an organization that prioritizes research and is on the forefront of things, and how happy it makes you to be doing the aesthetic work within that.
Yes, that's one of the things that I feel initially drew me to Vance Thompson Vision, is this center of excellence. And I feel like there's a lot of people in the community who maybe don't even realize how lucky we are to have the great surgeons and team here, and just the culture of how in general they take care of the people they take care of and they work with. And that's something that definitely rolls over to our clinic as well, as we want to also provide the best on earth services, experience, and we want them to have great outcomes.
Yeah. It's really cool to see, because I know that there are things that other people can do or are maybe trying to do, but the level of experience that you have, I mean, having an oculoplastic surgeon with that fellowship, having somebody doing research, it's just amazing.
I'd say that the care in our community, and not just us, the other folks that provide eye care, and they do a great job. We have excellent health care in this community, and that's exciting. And one of the things that we aspire to do, and this is kind of a phrase in medicine, is we aspire to not just follow the standard of care, but set the standard of care. And we put the effort in to do that.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, and when I'm feeling like I need a little lift, I can come see you in the beautiful new space at KELOLAND, and also a great place to. I saw your wife the other day. She had products, and I'm like, ooh, I need to go back.
Yep.
It's just
Do some shopping.
It's a really nice place. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
If you have concerns about your vision, visit with your local optometrist to assess your condition. When you want to learn more about specialized care, the doctors and team at Vance Thompson Vision are here to help.
Contact them at Vance Thompson Vision. Call 605-361-3937 or check them out online at vancethompsonvision.com for more information.
And whether you're just beginning your aesthetic journey or looking to explore the latest treatment options, the team at KELOLAND is ready to help you achieve your goals.
To learn more about their services, current summer specials, or to schedule a consultation, visit KELOLANDaesthetics.surgery or call 605-983-7546.
This KELOLAND Living segment has been sponsored by Vance Thompson Vision and KELOLAND Aesthetics and Surgery, working together to provide patients with a comprehensive approach to vision, aesthetics, and overall confidence.
Still ahead, more inspiration, more style, and more reasons to smile.
Don't go anywhere.
After 14 years of Kilts, Kilts for Kids is getting a glamorous makeover. For its 15th year, the annual fundraiser is turning into an unforgettable gala, celebrating the generosity of everyone who has supported Ronald McDonald House, South Dakota.
Today we're being joined by Ronald McDonald House of Sioux Falls' Development Director, Hillary Sosinski, and committee member, Abby Everest. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, thank you.
And they came bearing gifts. Now we have matching headbands, and you've got a pocket
I
square.
sure do. I love this. Thank you so much.
So this is an event that we love. We emceed last year, and it's special to me because I had a baby in the NICU for a long time, and I knew I was very fortunate to live near the hospitals, but a lot of the people around me had been flown in, and I could tell that something like the Ronald McDonald House is a complete game changer when you're in those terrifying moments with a sick kid in the hospital, right?
Absolutely. You know, we just want to be that place for families to come and have space, right? Space to make quiet decisions, quiet places to rest, recoup, recover, have a hot meal. We just got a grant to have a chef on staff and make one hot meal a day at both our house at Sanford and Avera. And it's just been a really great addition for our families.
It really makes a difference. But this is a fun gala.
Yes. So tell us about the new gala that you've designed here, this glamorous makeover.
Yes. So Abby can give way more history than I can, but we are going into our 15th and final year for this Kilts Gala, and it's gotten a complete revamp. We are going true gala this year, so we will walk in, have our true cocktail hour. We've got a couple different games and different ways for our guests to experience and kind of socialize. We will have live and silent auction, a paddle raise, entertainment, kind of all the gala things.
Yeah.
Now, Abby, you are, if you've been to this event before, which we've been for many years, it's usually a competition, and you are always here for a competition.
I'm always here for competition.
How can people get involved this year?
Well, of course, by doing a sponsorship. So even a half table is just $1,000, and that's 4 tickets. So that's a great opportunity to get in the door if you've never been to this event before or your business hasn't sponsored before. But we're also have just single tickets if you and a friend want to go experience it. It'll be a lot of fun. The other thing, we're encouraging past kilters to wear their kilts, and anyone else, if you would like to get into the theme, to wear some plaid or tartan. So we have the headbands here today. I think we're
going to order matching skirts.
Well, you had mentioned making it.
I know, so we're making it too. I think I like your order idea. Right?
Yeah, so just kind of get into the theme and doing a little bit more things around the theme. We're doing beer instead of champagne in the diamond glass, you know, where you donate and you pick a glass, and so that's going to be really cute. And there'll be a little mini Guinness glass that you get to take home with that as well.
Oh.
Very, very Irish.
Yeah.
Of course, it's that, right?
Of course.
And I can't take credit for that idea.
No.
So maybe you don't know, but do you happen to know the how this began, the Kilts for Kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this predates, I think, all of us here.
Yes.
Probably, but it's been going on for a while.
Yes. 15. This year's the 15 years. I don't know how it started.
Yeah.
I know it's made over $2.3 million,
Wow.
which is fantastic. I hope to keep growing that this year. But I don't know how it started. I just know it's been a really great tradition, really great competition, and it's really gotten the community involved, different members of our community, different businesses throughout the community. And it continues to be a really great tradition for the Ronald McDonald House here, and really great leaders like Abby to get involved.
I mean, if I was venturing a guess, I would have to say it's something about like Lesnow's betting because they could raise more money or something.
Right.
You know, like, and
It could be that. It could be that.
And I know Jessica Arm may be upset because I am 99% sure she told me.
Me too.
Story, and so sorry, but we'll make up for it.
Now let's talk about some other ways we can help the Ronald McDonald House, because I know that it's a little bit of a hidden gem for a spot to donate things, because oftentimes, like, I've done a whole set of dinnerware I wasn't using, things for the kitchen, things for people to use, because it's their home for a while.
Yes, absolutely. Dinnerware is a great great idea, like you said. The chef I just talked about, people can donate either cash or food to help supply meals for him to cook, dinners for families or breakfasts, whatever. We also stock a dry foods pantry, so people can donate things to stock that. Abby just donated a bunch of clothes. We stock children's clothes in the house, and so that's a great way to donate as well.
We've been doing kind of like a cleaning up for good sort of a journey this summer where we kind of try to use our inspiration to organize ourselves by knowing that it's going to something good.
Right, right.
You know, another thing I think Harriet Yoakum and I have before just gone there with my kids and made cookies.
Exactly.
Sure.
A
That's a
little
great
thing to
idea.
brighten someone's day.
Right, right.
We should do that.
We should do that. That would be fun.
We'll do it wearing plaid.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So how important have sponsors and even community partners been for this Kilts for Kids?
Oh, it's so important. You know, that really just kicks off the fundraising for the event. It really shows the community aspect behind it. But really, that's what kicks off the silent auction, the live auction, and really gets things going. That's what gets tables in and gets people into the room. We do have, like Abby said, sponsorships still available, tables still available. We are still looking for gift cards for our infamous balloon pop, which is always really fun, I've been told. We're still looking for a couple more silent auction items and packages to kind of fluff that up a little bit. So we've got some time, but it should be really, really exciting. We've got some good things coming up too.
And it's, you know, it's always a great night to hear the stories of the people that have been helped. And we're very fortunate, those of us that live here, to be so close to the hospitals, but many people are coming here from far away. So it's like, it's the home away from home. So
Exactly.
thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
both.
Thank you.
KLL continues with more fun and laughter.
Stay with us. This KELOLAND Living segment is sponsored by Makers Exchange, featuring more than 100 locally owned businesses in one stop.
As summer starts to wind down and the seasons begin to change, Makers Exchange is celebrating with one of the sweetest events of the year.
Their upcoming Crepe contest is your chance to sample creative creations, cheer on talented makers, and enjoy a fun community gathering.
Whether you're a serious foodie or just looking for a unique outing, this event is packed with flavor, friendly competition, and plenty of reasons to stop by.
Ashley and I recently got to test our crepe creation skills, and we had so much fun. We know that you're going to want to join in on the fun.
Bonjour. Thanks for having us out here. We're going to make these wonderful, we're going to call them crepe, even though I have this like deep-seated need to speak French correctly, but everybody here knows them as crepes. So we're making crepes today.
Yep.
And it's part of a new menu that you have. So tell us all about your new menu.
Yeah, so we got the idea to start making crepes along with our waffles and all of our lunch items, but we are having a good time with this.
Yeah.
So today you guys can
We get to try ourselves.
Learn how to make
get
them.
creative and learn how to make them.
All right, so the batter, you say, is similar to a waffle?
Similar to a waffle
Okay.
batter, but it is sweet and it doesn't have any of the leavening agents in it, so it's
Okay.
not going to get fluffy.
Right.
It will be thin
Yeah.
and very, very tasty.
Okay.
Swedish pancake.
You want it to be kind of thin, though.
Yes.
That's a story. So do we want to jump right into trying it?
We sure can. I've never done this before.
Yeah. Do you want to give us any instructions? Do we want to watch you do it first?
Oh no,
We should do it.
I think we should watch you guys do
Okay,
it.
is there any oil that needs to go down here first?
No.
No, okay.
It is non-stick.
Okay.
So I do have these little
Okay.
scoops for
Oh,
and
sure.
if you guys feel like you need to make it a large one or not, so it's up
Oh,
to you.
okay.
Okay, but we should probably go one at a time. Do you think?
Is that
Sure.
the idea? Okay.
Okay.
I can hold this closer up here so you guys can.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
Yeah.
It cooks like
Really fast.
instantly.
Okay.
Okay. I'm excited to see.
Oh yeah.
And then I need one of these.
And this, yeah.
Oh, I need more batter, don't I?
Yes.
I need more batter.
Yes. It's okay.
Actually, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, we'll see how you do.
Yeah, I know.
I think you've done this before.
Well, that didn't look like it.
This is going great.
That did not look like it now.
So yeah, do you get it hot on both sides? Is that the idea, or just
Yes.
one side? Okay.
Well, I do.
Okay.
But I just leave it for a little bit, and then you can start. It should come off
Oh yeah, look at that.
very non-stick, so
It is very nice.
This is a great maker.
yeah.
it's very forgiving. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
And see, it cooks very quickly,
Wow.
and then
Let
you
me
just
flip it.
kind of.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, it did not look like it was going to work for a minute, but I think we have fixed it.
So then, do you put things in the middle and roll it up? Is that the idea with the crepe?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we here we put the toppings in the middle and we fold them up because we wanted it to be our own fun look.
Okay.
You
Look at that.
Look at that. Your turn to go to
Yeah,
You
it
take
is my
the-
turn.
I'm going to make the nice side out, though.
and that's the fun thing about this is that we get to be creative and you can put any sort of toppings in them. This month we're just doing 4. We're going to do a plain one, Nutella strawberry, cookie crumble, and a strawberry delight.
Oh, that sounds really good. And you're encouraging people to come try them all.
Oh yes, and we're doing a contest, so
goes
you
nothing.
come try all the new crepes.
Oh, look at that. First try.
No, it's not that great.
I like to think it's because I helped you. Do you want a little more in the
Sure, in
spaces?
that space, yeah.
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 We're built we're a team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
There we go.
That's good, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you need any help in the kitchen?
Yes,
Right?
Maybe we're hired.
you could. You can reach all the high things on the high shelves.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
So you actually are serving a few different kinds of these crepes, and there's even a contest going on. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the contest is going throughout the whole month. You come and you can try any of the 4 that we're currently offering.
Yeah.
You take a picture, you tag us in it with our MX crepe contest, and then at the end of the month,
Things ready.
You do.
we will be picking a random winner for a $100 store gift card.
Wow.
You know, that's amazing. Now, while I kind of get ready to fill up my crepe here, I think, what are my choices here? I might do a little chocolate sauce.
We have chocolate, caramel, we have some vanilla wafers, marshmallows, sprinkles, I mean, Oreo cookies, we got.
And you're going to keep expanding your menu, too.
Yes, so after the month is over, we're gonna see what everybody is liking the best and go from there. So every month we'll have crepe specials and we'll just see where we go. And we'll be starting to do some savory ones.
That's one of my favorite. I love the savory crepe.
Ham and cheese and
Okay, so do you fold it up and then over?
yeah, and you can actually fold it however you would like to.
You're going caramel?
I'm going with caramel.
Okay.
But I might do a little chocolate too.
While I enjoy this, for
Yes.
people watching at home that don't.
I
maybe
got a
aren't-
fork for you over here.
Oh, okay. I was like at a crepe stand.
A burrito rolling.
Yeah. It's like before you make a big mess. I happen to have a fork over here. This is a wonderful thing. You can come, you can eat, you can enjoy everything, but also just the shopping. If people haven't been out here yet, they're not experiencing some great shopping out here.
Yes.
The great thing we were noticing as you're walking around with all of the people that you have out here selling their things is that we see the same people out here all the time, which tells me that everyone's really happy with this space. They're happy with their ability to do business out here with you.
And everything changes. The vendors are all pretty much local, so everybody comes out all the time and updates their spaces, brings new stuff in. And we're in full force with fall right now. It's coming fast.
That's what we enjoyed walking around and checking out all the different things that people have in their booth now. I just love it. So
Tell
good.
me that you would ever go back to a pancake once you've had this.
Nope, this is the best. This is honestly really delicious.
It's
I
such a
love it.
fun thing to do and such a fun experiment to have out there. And people need to come try all of them, take pictures, win the contest, because I could shop here.
$100 gift card.
$100 gift
Yeah.
card, it would be so good. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Oh, I better get ready to flip this. I was about to go eat.
I know. We can't rest on our laurels.
We can't rest on our laurels is right. Thank you so much for having us out here and having such a
Yes.
fun time making these crepe. I'll do it right.
Crepes.
Makers Exchange believes in the beauty of local. Their journey began with a passion for creating a unique space for local makers, crafters, artists, artisans, and vendors to showcase their goods. You'll find them conveniently located just off Interstate 29 at the T exit.
Find details on their special events, including this month's Crape contest, online at makers-exchange.com and on Facebook at makers.exchange.southdakota.sd.
This KELOLAND Living segment has been sponsored by Makers Exchange, featuring more than 100 locally owned businesses in one stop. Stick around, we've got more KELOLAND Living after this break.
Don't miss it.
Everyone always says that your time in the kitchen should be fun. So Mitchell and I are taking a lesson from children, and we're going to be playing with our food today.
And with fall weather fast approaching, it's time to change out those tired summer snacks for fun fall-themed goodness. And as it just so happens, today we're making a hedgehog from a pear that's perfect for your next party platter.
Still confused? Stay tuned and watch our hedgehog take shape.
We're confused too.
Well, we did, so based on our tragic yesterday,
I know.
we decided we better pick something easy today, and we hope we have.
We hope we have,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're gonna make a hedgehog, and the first thing to do is peel a pear.
A pear, yes.
And you volunteered to do that because people have seen me peel things with a knife, and it never goes well.
Right.
And I even offered to go find the peeler for you, but you said, no, I am good with a knife.
I'm telling you, I peel an apple every night. I have an apple. And so I'm getting pretty used to peeling things that have skin on them.
Now, pears seems to be a thing to me that I love. I love pears. I love them more than apples and more than a lot of fruits, but I often forget about them.
Yes, I do too. And they are really good, you have to admit. They're tasty.
I love a pear. So we're going to be using toothpicks, a pear, and some grapes, and that's all you need.
And that's all you need for this.
You know what this would be good for? It'd be fun for like a charcuterie board.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, a charcuterie board. I mean, you could put it in your kids' lunch next week, but like
maybe I will. Should I surprise Fox with that? I guarantee you there'll be commentary if he opens his lunchbox and the only thing in there is a pear hedgehog. There'll be a lot of commentary.
That's all he has to eat. You'll get lunch. You'll get calls from the lunch ladies.
Yeah. There's going to be problems there, and he will tell all of his friends, "What?"
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. So we were lucky today when we went to get the toothpicks. So we didn't even look.
I know.
But we did get now. So you're telling me you don't think all toothpicks are double-ended?
Well, I've seen some that aren't, but you know. I guess for the most part. And then I've seen them that are kind of square, which I saw they did have the square ones. I didn't want that either.
No,
so
I agree.
Yeah, this is better.
And when you're done with the knife too, what we're going to do, so we mostly have these red grapes, reddish grapes, but we have a couple of the dark grapes. What are these called?
I think they're just the darker brand,
and that's
I guess.
what's going to make our sort of hedgehog nose, and also we're going to cut some down for eyes.
Yes, yes. Now, we think we take the stem off, right?
We can, I think you're probably right, because we'll use a toothpick on that. Okay, so put it on the plate.
Oh, yeah.
And then why don't you while I start to put the hedgehogs in, why don't you try to cut eyeball pieces out of this?
Okay.
Because you've got the knife.
Yep, sure can.
And then the thing with this is what we're going to do is we're going to put the nose in right here, right?
Yes. Let's start with the nose.
For the black, purple, or blue grapes, they say. Okay.
Oh, really?
And then we're going to leave room for the eyes, and then now you put all the way through.
Oh, I guess, or I guess I was picturing it. Do you see the toothpick on the other side?
Yeah.
You're supposed to see the toothpick on the other side.
That's what it says.
Okay.
So we'll just start lining it up. So you just put the toothpick all the way through.
Yeah. You work on that while I try to get these eyes as round as I can.
I'm going to line this up, going around, and then I'm going to keep going backward.
Okay.
This would also be maybe a bad idea for a school lunch, just because how sharp all these things. I'm like, I don't need to give anybody weapons.
Right. That is true, I guess. Depending on the age of your child, maybe.
But we saw some other cute fruit things online, and some of them, we learned a lesson yesterday that like they are AI generated and they're not going to work. And we looked at them and thought, no.
Right.
But this one we thought, no, we can do this.
Yes, and I actually think I'll try to use one toothpick for the eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You gonna cut it or?
Well, let me see here. They're not perfectly round.
No.
But that's okay.
But I could see this being really cute next to like some cheese.
You could.
You don't think so?
No, I think you're right. Hold on, let me put this in first.
And then we're gonna keep going backward. We also saw like, we almost got a orange to do an orange crab.
Hold
What are you laughing about?
Because I just looked on the TV to see how it looked, and it looks ridiculous.
Okay.
But I like it.
Now,
I gotta get those eyes a little better. Hold on.
okay, you work on the eyes. I'm gonna keep working on the. Now, at first I don't know the difference between a porcupine and a hedgehog, but
Yeah.
I thought this was maybe gonna be a porcupine because of the sticks. But
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, that looks a little better.
now I guess Sonic was a hedgehog, right?
Sonic was a hedgehog, you're right. Now, did you happen to try a grape and see how these grapes are?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Are you gonna?
I don't know. Do we need to? I mean, we're not going to force anybody to eat this.
I think that it's for looks, and I'm of the opinion that once we've touched the food that much, that nobody wants
I
to eat it.
agree. Because I manhandled that pear.
Yeah. Wait, the pear? The whole thing? Okay.
Well, as I was cutting it,
Yeah.
I realized it's not like an apple where
So
you can hold onto the
did
peeling.
you wish that I had got you the peeler? After all, after you're like, no.
Yeah, I suppose. After all, I probably
You want here?
did.
I can move some grapes to your side.
Okay,
And
thanks.
some.
Toothpicks.
Yeah, but look at this. It's coming along.
It
now,
is
what
coming
did they
along.
just say to us for how much time?
I
is
don't
left?
know. I didn't hear it.
1:15.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, porcupines
Oh,
have
porcupines
quills.
have quills and hedgehogs have spikes,
Spikes?
spines. So,
Oh. I see.
okay, so
wow.
this is a meat eating.
Yep.
Porcupines just eat garden things.
Really?
And apparently, a hedgehog eats meat. They're carnivorous. And but now, are these considered the spines? Because they look like spikes to me.
Yeah, you've seen the hedgehog, how they can kind of
yeah, they roll
fold,
up.
roll
Just
up
like
in it.
just like Sonic used to get around.
Yes, exactly like Sonic.
Okay, so now you're taking out mine.
Yeah, because it was in the wrong spot.
He's like, got a backseat hedgehog maker over here. He's like, no.
No, that's
But look
wrong.
look at.
But look at this.
Tell me.
Look at this
yeah,
cutie.
tell me that's
Come
not
on.
adorable.
Tell me that your kids wouldn't love to open their lunchbox and see this thing
You know what we
scaring back.
need?
They think it's like a possum scaring
You know what
back
we need?
at them.
We gotta do like, now that I'm seeing it on the TV, like we need one
Now
down.
that I see it on the TV, I'm horrified. Is that what you're
Oh,
thinking? No, that was
no,
wrong.
That was not
That was not right. That was not
Shoot,
right.
that mirror imaging's got me every time. Stay tuned.
There's plenty more KELOLAND Living to come right after this.
Stay with us. This KELOLAND Living segment is sponsored by the South Dakota Beef Industry Council, sponsors of this summer's KELOLAND Beef Burger Showdown.
Today's KELOLAND Beef Burger Showdown segment is all about great burgers and hometown pride.
We're heading west once again to check in via Zoom with Baker's Bakery and Cafe, where their Mike's Burger received a lot of nomination nods.
Cherish Baker, the owner of Baker's Bakery and Cafe. She's joining us to tell us all about her bakery and cafe and fill us in on why you'll want to wrap your hands around this delicious burger for a bite of South Dakota's best.
She might also be able to give us the backstory on exactly who Mike is and why he deserves a burger bearing his name on the menu.
Yes.
Welcome. Well, first of all, with the last name of Baker, you kind of had to have a bakery, right?
Yes, it was destiny, I think.
Definitely. But this burger is special. Tell us what Mike's Burger is and why it is Mike's Burger.
Well, Mike is my husband, and he loves burgers. We're originally from Southern California, so we grew up with In-N-Out. And, you know, Mike worked real hard on, he likes it's called animal style with In-N-Out. And so he wanted to make a burger like that, only with our homemade buns and our fresh pattied ground beef, and kind of recreate his favorite burger from In-N-Out. So that's what he did, and that's why we call it Mike's Burger. And it's very popular. It's a little messy, but it's very popular.
How important is it to have quality ingredients and to make the buns fresh? How does that all weigh into the experience?
Oh, well, you can't beat it. I can tell you that. We do mix all of our buns here by hand. We have a big giant Hobart, and we make them every couple of days. And a fresh bun that's, you know, mixed and baked here makes all the difference in the world. And obviously the beef, you know, being hand pattied instead of frozen patties, that makes a big difference too.
Now, you even were mentioning, we were talking to you in the commercial break, that your kids are disappointed when they go to California and have an In-N-Out burger because yours is so much better with the homemade ingredients.
This is true. We took a couple of friends from, they always order the Mike's Burger, and so we took them to California, and they're like, we want to go to In-N-Out. So they went, and then they came back, and they're like, this isn't a Mike's Burger. And I'm like, well, In-N-Out is fast food. I mean, it's good and it's popular, but yeah, they were kind of disappointed, I have to say.
I bet. Tell us a little bit more about the Bakers and Bakery Cafe and what else you serve there. And you told us you're the longest running cafe there in Custer.
Yes, 20 years ago we moved here. My stepdad was actually originally from Custer, and so we kind of just, I've been in the restaurant business all my life, so we kind of bought ourselves a job and brought what we liked, and we do breakfast and lunch. I get up at 3:30 in the morning and do the donuts and the cinnamon rolls and caramel rolls and everything. That's kind of, it's like a draw, but we do seat 100. And we make all of the toast and all the breads that we serve everything on. So that's why it's bakery and cafe. It is more of a cafe, actually. I mean, I don't know, in 2014, Rachel Ray magazine featured us as the best breakfast in South Dakota because we made our green chili from scratch, and we have these giant breakfast burritos. There's nothing small here. Most of the cinnamon rolls are about as big as your head. You know, and, you know, the burgers are big. Everything's pretty big portioned. And, yeah, so we're a huge breakfast spot. But our lunch, you know, we have a lot of specialty burgers. Our menu's kind of funny because it'll say SoCal burger or West Coast wrap. We have wraps and salads. So it's all kind of featured around kind of stuff that we like from SoCal. And that's how we did our menu. So
I love that you are featuring so heavily the homemade and the bread and the bakery, because when you think about a destination to go eat breakfast or lunch, I mean, you think about what sets you apart, and it probably really is the expertise you have in baking that takes everything up a notch.
Yeah, it's a wonderful draw. We have a huge following. The bikers were just here, and we have the same guys for the last 20 years, and it's kind of nice. We see people every summer, and I get, you know, people that I heard about you from my friend in New York. It's like, it's crazy. All across the country we get recommendations, so it's kind of nice. And we've been on, I don't know if we were on KELOLAND. I know they did a donut segment. What was her name? The lady, Anna. We did a donut thing. It's also funny because we're all family here. So my twins work here. They're identical twins. And, you know, my husband, my cousins. So.
Yeah. How has Custer embraced your family moving there from California and the restaurant?
Oh, yeah, it's been wonderful. I mean, we've been here for years now, so I don't say I'm from California anymore. I say I'm from South Dakota. But yeah, it was definitely a change. But again, my stepdad was originally from here. And so we had some connections, so it was nice.
Sure.
Now, when it comes to some of your bakery items and breakfast, do you have any tips? Do people need to get there early to make sure you're not out of cinnamon rolls or donuts, or are you always ready?
Yeah, I mean, donuts are kind of a one and done because we have to just kind of judge what to make based on the time of year. And, you know, because it does take several hours. You have to proof them, you have to fry them, you have to frost them. And it all has to be prepped the day before. So it just, yeah, early is better, I would say.
You have a signature burger. Do you have a signature donut?
I don't, my donuts are pretty much your standard. The chocolate maple, sprinkles. I got cinnamon twists, fritters. But the caramel roll seems to be the most popular.
Okay.
The caramel roll.
Yeah.
Gosh, everything sounds so good.
Yeah, it
and
does.
I love that your burger is really like down to the basics of a burger and quality ingredients. You know, sometimes you see some burgers that have kind of like a catch or something, but this is just about a really good burger with really good handmade buns and ingredients.
Yeah, we make the sauces, and we have spicy. We've got jalapeno ranch burger. We've got the SoCal burger, which has obviously got avocado on it, and things like that. We have a lot of healthy items too, the wraps and the salads and avocado toast and acai bowls.
Well, it sounds
Okay.
like we have a
Yeah, we
stop
need to
to
make a
make in Custer.
trip.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us
Yes,
today.
thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
All right.
Congratulations to Cherish Baker and everyone at Baker's Bakery and Cafe on the Mike's Burger nomination in this year's KELOLAND Beef Burger Showdown.
If you'd like to give this crowd pleaser a try for yourself, stop by Baker's Bakery and Cafe at 541 Mount Rushmore Road in Custer. They're open 7 days a week from 6:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time.
This KELOLAND Living segment has been sponsored by the South Dakota Beef Industry Council, sponsors of this summer's KELOLAND Beef Burger Showdown.
What's next? You'll have to join us after the break to find out.
We'll be right back. Going back to our routines can be tricky, but there are tools and tricks to make life easier in the kitchen for every meal, making the transition smoother.
Ashley Howard and Alyssa Bergamini are standing by with the top tools to save time in the kitchen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts from consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by BestReviews.com. I'm Melissa Bergamini.
And I'm Ashley Howard. And when you see us, you know what that means. It is time to scan the QR code on your screen because we are ready to save big.
That's right, Ashley. And today we have some kitchen must-haves that are really going to help you prep food faster and spend less time cooking.
All right, so let's start with the Ninja Mega Kitchen System. We are all familiar with Ninja's blenders, but with this one, they've outdone themselves. The blender attachment pulverizes ice in seconds, and the bowl attachment functions as a food processor, chopping and blending anything you can fit inside. Plus, it comes with on-the-go cups, so you can take your smoothies straight out the door.
One machine, so many jobs. This is going to cut your chopping time way down. And if you want to pair that smoothie with a breakfast sandwich, of course you do, then you'll definitely want this. The Hamilton Beach Dual Breakfast Sandwich Maker. Now, this little appliance makes up to 2 custom breakfast, lunch, or dinner sandwiches in just 5 minutes or less. It has a digital countdown timer that signals when it's done, so you don't have to worry about burning anything.
Ooh, that sounds good to me.
Yes.
It's easy to clean with dishwasher-safe components. This is the perfect solution for busy mornings, especially before school. Now, next is the Kusori Air Fryer Pro with 9 cooking functions and temperatures that can reach up to 450 degrees. This is your new go-to on those days where you don't want to turn on the oven. Just toss in your French fries, chicken fingers, and even a steak, and let this bad boy do all the work for you.
That sounds great to me. And last but certainly not least, the Cook Triple Slow Cooker Buffet Server and Food Warmer. I know it's hard to believe, but the holidays are almost here, and this is an absolute must for your next family gathering.
Each crock has its own temperature knob with low, high, and warm settings, which gives you the ability to cook or keep 3 different dishes warm all at the same time.
I mean, how cool is that? My sister, she's gonna love this.
All right, now let's take one last look at today's products, helping you save money.
Head to epicdiscounts.com or just scan that QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
To see these deals and more, head on over to KELOLAND.com and click on the Marketplace tab.
Just look for Epic Discounts to get the look at the latest deals. Well, I think this show went better than yesterday's show, don't you?
It had to.
Had to is right. Well, we hope that you had as much fun as we did over the past hour. From our home to yours, thanks for joining us.
Until next time, keep living your best life in KELOLAND. Content segments during KELOLAND Living were paid for by the following: Vance Thompson Vision and KELOLAND Aesthetics and Surgery.
Makers Exchange in T, South Dakota.
And the South Dakota Beef Industry Council, with a special thank you to Baker's Bakery and Cafe in Custer, South Dakota.
KELOLAND Living set furniture is provided by Billy Arthur Design Studio in Sioux Falls. From timeless classics to modern statements, Billy Arthur Design's curated selection ensures that every piece is not only beautiful, but also of highest quality. The premium flower arrangements that beautify the KELOLAND Living set each week are provided by the Flower Mill in Sioux Falls, helping you honor life's special moments since 2006.